Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for April the 15th to the 30th. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's going on for you. This is for singles and for couples, so couples will come halfway through. Singles, we're going to see what's going on for you first. And remember guys, this is for sun, moon, and rising. And since this is a love reading, and this applies to any love reading you see on YouTube, find out what your Venus sign is, because Venus is the planet that rules love, and that's going to be really important to see, you know, how that reading goes. I honestly think that the Venus readings are the best, but for me, I'm such a nerd, I like to kind of go through all of mine, just to be able to compile, I guess, all aspects, you know, because when you're looking at your sun, and I guess I'll try to show you an example. When you're looking at your sun sign, you're just looking at it from the front. When you're looking at it from the moon, you're looking at it from the other side. Where you're rising, you're looking at it from the top. And your Venus, you're looking at it like this. So when you get to see more of the whole picture, it really helps you get an idea of what's going on for you. So really, really important to know your entire birth chart. So you got to know your birthplace, time, and, well, I hope you know your birth date, right? So anyways, guys, let's check out Aquarius singles. What's going on for you guys in the next 2 weeks, from the 15th to the 30th. Main energies for my Aquarian singles. Ooh, very soon, guys, very soon. So for some of you, y'all been waiting. You're waiting for something very soon, and I will clarify what this is. The next thing is, it's almost too literal. Some of you, be careful if you're not ready, but if you're ready, go for it. Very soon for some of you, you may be able to have a child. So I do feel as though this would be last week of April to first week of May, through those 2 weeks. And the next card we have is giving your relationship a chance. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into this reading and see what's going on here. So the main energy here is there is a culmination happening for Aquarian singles. The biggest energy with very soon in the middle. Something's happening. Something's about to happen, guys. For some of you, somebody is about to come back from your past. And when I say past, I mean your recent past, or even just maybe this has been ongoing for some time. And they're going to ask you again for a second chance. And the thing is, I don't think a lot of you are that surprised, because I feel like this person has been continuously asking for a second chance. They really, really want a second chance, Aquarius. They really, really do. For some of you, children could be involved. That could be one of the aspects. So let's break this down. If you're new to my channel, and I know a lot of you are, the way I do my readings, didn't realize when I started 2 years ago, before pick-a cards were huge and crazy, booming, I kind of do mine in the reverse pick-a cards. So maybe, you know, I'm that oddball. Go figure. I'm Aquarius like you guys. Aquarius rising, and you know, we do things the opposite way, right? We do things the opposite. You know, we're like that kid who wore our shirts inside out to show all the little hems and all that stuff. And people made fun of us. And then a year later, that became the style, and you got to see it in stores, and you're like, okay. y'all who made fun of me that one time, now you're buying that type of shirt. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like when the shirts are inside out, and they show, like, I don't know, they show like the sewing mark or whatever. I guess it applies to any type of style. Usually I feel Aquarians are the first. They're one of the first to just be like, I want to be different than the rest, and I'm going to wear the opposite. Fire signs, I think Leos are pretty good about wanting to also do that, you know, like they're like, but they do it for a different reason. They're like, well, I want to stand out, you know, whereas Aquarians are like, I don't want to fit in, or I want to be the opposite of everybody else, and Leos are like, I want to stand out, you know, and maybe I do want to be a trendsetter. So talking about Leos already, Leos and Aquarians I feel can definitely be a good match because they're both very different than the rest of their typical signs. So Aquarians are very different than Libra and Gemini. Leos are very different than Aries and Sagittarius. So some of you may truly be getting on with a, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Remember, here I am like, Leo, Leo, Leo. Look at this. Page of Wands. All right, so yeah, definitely some of you are connecting with a fire sign. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Sorry when I have these moments because, like, yes, I do tarot and I practice and I meditate and I really try to, well, I don't really try, like I do it to, you know, put myself in this vibrational situation before I get on camera so I can be accurate. And look at this. As I'm speaking about Leo, 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 and getting this Leo energy, you all saw me shuffling, right? Page of Wands. So, yeah. So, Leo is going to be important for some of you. They're really going to be important for some of you. They're going to pursue you hard as hell. Okay? So, if you already have a Leo in your life and you know about them, but I'm going to broaden it. Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're going to be very, very much so like, I don't want to say aggressively, but definitely like hitting you up a lot. Multiple times. So with the Page of Cups here and the Page of Wands, yeah, be flattered, but like at the same time, this person is absolutely attracted to you. They're absolutely like interested in you. You are their crush. So Aquarians, somebody has a huge crush on you this next 2 weeks. And I take it back because it's not just been these next 2 weeks, but it's been some time, but now they are really going for it. And I've been saying this in all my April reads, right? It's springtime. Love is in the air. I don't know who sings that song, but you know, it's like love is in the air. You know, you can just YouTube it, but like literally, if you think about it, like even in the nature, right? In nature, like with the animals and stuff. Like I watch on my downtime, guys, to relax. I watch a lot of Planet Earth. I watch a lot of the new one that just came out on Netflix. I think it's Our Planet. That's what I watch all the time. And, you know, in nature, right, when you come out of hibernation, it's almost like instinctual for what do we call ourselves? Not just humans, but like animals. Let's just lump ourselves into the animal group. It's instinctual for us animals. We just, something happens to us in spring and we're just like, love, relationships, sex, attraction, lust, you know, it's just natural. And so definitely, guys, somebody is going to be pursuing you hard. They are a very youthful kind of energy. Fire sign, water sign. I do feel as though this person, I'll tell you one thing, like you'll be surprised at the things that come out of their mouth. You're going to be like, what did you just say? Like you're just like, they're so forward. They're so forward. And sometimes you have to kind of wonder, are they a player, you know? You have to wonder because it's just like they're so smooth. They're so smooth and they're so charming and they have so much energy and they're not that serious, But at the same time, we've got the Emperor here upright. And it's almost like while they've got this soft exterior, on the inside, they're actually very tough. And so it kind of makes me think about trees in the springtime. You know, trees, they're rooted, they're deep, they're grounded. The number 4 is definitely numerology, a number about being grounded, very secure, very stable, which I will admit is a little bit of the opposite of the page energies, because the pages are very impractical, very spontaneous, very like whimsical. Like they don't really think about the actions of their consequences. But it shows here that the person coming in the next 2 weeks, they're kind of like, they're like an oxymoron. They're kind of like a tree, because a tree is like super grounded, super sturdy. You don't really have to worry about a tree going anywhere, right? Like the Emperor. But at the same time, when I see the wands and the cups, it makes me think of like the flowers on the trees, which can blow off in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? But they're beautiful, they're charming, they're attractive. And so there's an oxymoron of a person coming to you in the next 2 weeks, or hitting you up in the next 2 weeks, because maybe you already know this person. But I would say here that whoever this person is, do not judge them by the cover, because they will absolutely surprise you. They will more than likely be the opposite of what you think they are. Okay? And this is going to happen very soon for a lot of you. With the children energy, and I look at this, they're a man, they're a woman. Hint on man, woman, not boy, girl. They're mature, so this shows that they have stability in their life. They have a steady job. They have their shit together. They own their own car, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have their shit together. They don't need to rely on anybody else. But there's something about their persona that is so childlike, but in a good way. Like, they're silly, they're happy, they're, you know, they're positive. Like, they have a persona that is kind of the opposite than what you would expect someone who has it so much together. Like, you maybe would not have thought that that goes hand in hand, but, you know. So, yeah. So, totally focused on that for like 12 minutes. That's cool. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see. Giving your relationship a chance, because some of y'all have someone from the past coming back, and they still think about you a lot, you know? They haven't let you go. They think about you. They think about their actions. They think about what's gone wrong. And this popped out. Like, it was like way sticking out of the deck. So the star wants to be acknowledged here. This is Aquarius, so this is you. And I feel for some of you, you know, it's like this, like bleep, 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 like this mother effer. Like, when they had you, they did not appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they could have been the one that broke up with you, dumbass. But they didn't appreciate you. Like, I see here with the star, like, they're not, it's like, they didn't hold you in a high regard. They didn't see you for what you were worth. They may have riddled you on, you know, some of your ideas or some of your quirks and things like that. And all of a sudden, yeah, because look at how with the King of Swords reversed, this could be you. They made you feel like, I don't know, they made you feel imbalanced. They made you feel like your opinion wasn't worthy. They made you feel like, I mean, they may have even, like, have not listened to you. And I almost even feel like this person could have been cold towards you as well. Or maybe the relationship itself started to get cold and distant, like really distant. Like they weren't trying and you were feeling imbalanced, so you weren't having enough energy to put forth what you really could have. But I do see you wanted to. Or maybe some of you did try with the Eight of Pentacles. But this person was so defensive, combative. And it was almost like no matter what you did, it didn't matter, you know? And it made you feel a little bit like, well, all right, ignored and just not loved and taken care of. as you would want to. And now it's almost like all of a sudden this person wants to come back. See, we got a broken relationship here. Give your relationship a chance. This is totally an ex. You've got somebody here who is still thinking about you, who still wants to be with you. And it's almost like now, in hindsight, they're looking back and they're constantly thinking about, well, A, how they did you dirty, because I do feel some guilt. As I look at the Two of Cups reverse, I feel this feeling of like, shit, I miss her. Or I miss him, you know? And I was maybe meaner than I should have ever been, or, you know, whatever. And I do see them picking that up, and it's like, duh, hello, anyone in there? Like, duh, no shit, you were an asshole. They were an asshole. They were cold. They were distant. They didn't give you the warmth and the love that you deserved. And now, after the fact, they're like, can you give me a chance again? And it's just like, you know, because I do believe in patterns, but my thing is when it comes to people and their patterns, some people actually work on their patterns. Some people don't work on their patterns. And so you have to have a keen eye, and you have to be able to see, does this person actually work on the things, you know, when they try to get rid of a bad habit, do they actually do it? Well, if they do, then maybe I can trust them to work on their self. But if you've seen a habit where they never break patterns, never break routines, you need to be careful. But I do feel for a lot of you here, whoever this person who's coming back in. Now, I'm not talking about those who did you real dirty, toxic, really bad relationships, nothing like that. But for those that where it was like maybe some misunderstandings, because I do see the defensiveness and the non-communication. With the giving a relationship a chance, at the bottom of the deck, we do have Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords, guys, you know, aces are yes. Unless I get a huge gut feeling that it's like a no, but no, aces are yes. And at the very, very least, with the Ace of Swords, at least give them the opportunity to explain themselves or come out with a heartfelt apology. Okay, you don't have to accept them back. No one's saying that, but like at least allow them to get their feelings out or to explain themselves. Okay, and then you just take, you take the step that feels right next. Okay, so I love you guys so much, Aquarians. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please, be my friend. Like, comment, subscribe, or share. If you would like a personal reading, though, we can definitely go and dive in deeper. I do not do extended readings. I'm not going to make you pay for a general extended reading. You could just get a $10 extended reading. That's personal, So I'm all about being the most fair and whatever, but if I could do free readings, I would, but then I would not have a life. And I have to have a life, and as a Virgo, I definitely have to have my 8 hours of Zen time, and that's not even part of sleeping. So anyways, guys, y'all are amazing. Have a beautiful rest of the month. What am I going to say next? I don't know. Unscripted, right? So, but anyways, I'll see y'all in May. Hopefully, if you hit that subscribe button, I'll see you. If not, well, mwah. See ya. But anyways, let's check out the couples. So my beautiful Aquarian couples, what's going on with you guys in the next 2 weeks? What are the main energies of the next 2 weeks for my Aquarians? Angels, please go ahead and show me the main energies of Aquarius for the next 2 weeks. I don't know why, but I keep getting this energy of like the mainest energies of Aquarius, and it's like, wait, mainest is not a word. So it's like, I don't know, some of you guys this next 2 weeks could be having a ball, being silly. I was gonna say silly, acting like children, and this literally came out next. I get so, sometimes I honestly get creeped out like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I sometimes get really creeped out by how the cards come out verbatim of what I say intuitively as I'm shuffling. It really creeps me out. So if you've had experiences like that, if you do tarot, let me know. Because I think some people just pull cards and explain them, but like for me specifically, I will intuitively say children, children, children. Or there was something I said, I think in the Cancer reading, and then lo and behold, literally the first card I pulled afterwards was the exact same thing I was talking about, and I was just like, should I be creeped out that there's beautiful angels around me or what? So anyways, guys, Aquarians, let's put it straight and simple. The next 2 weeks, you got some beautiful, kid-like, youthful energy coming your way. So open your arms like on the Titanic, like with Rose and Jack, and just breathe it in and soak it up, because I think this is a great message for you, because I think some of you are a little bit stressed about money this month, you know? Some of you feel like you're on a tight budget, or you feel like a little bit like, oh my God, a little bit of anxiety about money. And I feel as though you have got to trust the universe. It is going to be okay. Imagine it like this, okay? Imagine it like this, like you have a huge ass headache and you feel like shit, right? And then you take these, you know, 2 blue little pills, aka Aleve, okay? And you take it and you look at it and you go, what the shit? Like, these 2 little pills are going to make this crazy, you know, catastrophic headache in my head go away? I doubt it. But you trust, right? You put it in your mouth, you swallow it down, you trust. And you wait a little bit of time, sometimes 20 minutes, right? You wait a little bit of time, and guess what happens? It goes away. It helps itself. And so I do feel for some of you, praying is going to be really important these next 2 weeks. So if you are struggling with one thing or another, maybe relationship-wise, or maybe something that's offside of the relationship but is affecting the relationship, imagine it like a headache. Your Aleve is your prayer. And while it will not happen in 20 minutes, though it could, I'm going to say angels, deities, ancestors work really, really fast. Depends. But you may see results faster than you expect. But the headache is going to go away eventually, right? The problem's going to solve itself, but it may not happen for like 12 hours when it comes to headaches. Same thing with anything else. Love, intimacy, communication, money. Prayer is going to be really important because it's going to speed up the process. Not 50%, but I want to say 70%, okay? You can hold me to it. Because see how we've got give your relationship a chance? We've got some major, I don't want to say major drama this month. Not at all. But there's a silent current, there's a silent tide that's been kind of pulling you away from your partner for some of you, not for all of you, for some of you. And I feel as though sometimes it feels easier to give up, but I feel as though do that one thing before you fall asleep. Angels, God, whoever, please help me heal this and this and that, you know, or just this or just that. Because one thing that how angels work, ancestors work, etc., they do not mess with free will. So if you don't ask, they're not going to intervene. They cannot intervene from the metaphysical 5D, 6D, 7D world to the 3D world unless we ask them. So don't be afraid to ask, guys, because we all, and when I do personal readings, I feel the opposite person's energies and angels, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. And so I know we all have someone who, we've all got a team behind us, guys, but they're on a different level, a different plane. So never forget that when you feel alone, especially sometimes relationships can definitely feel lonely, right? Sometimes. But I do feel with the very soon, something's going to give way. Something's going to break, okay? So, let's see what's going on here, guys. I had a lot of intuitive messages. Look at that. Do you see that? Four of Cups wanted to fling out. You can see what they're doing with the deck right now, right? And then look at this, the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel for some of my beautiful Aquarians, Page of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But at the same time, we're getting two cards about emotional dissatisfaction, and then also a comparison of when things were vibrant, right? The Four of Cups, I see some of you feeling as though the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah, let me know if that resonates with you, because when I said that, I felt it hard. For some of you, the grass is greener on the other side. The Seven of Swords, the temptation is real. And that's just the truth. The temptation is freaking real. Now, this could be you. This could be your partner. But I do feel as though with the Six of Pentacles being reversed, you feel as though you are not being given what you need in this relationship. You see this. You see the scales. And you see how they've got that cup look. So maybe you've been giving your partner this, that, and the other, the things that they need to help keep them afloat, but you feel like you are not getting that back. You feel that there's a huge imbalance, and for some of you, it's getting to the point where you've been disappointed enough that you may even think about the dark side. The dark side. Seven of Swords, getting what you need. If they're not going to fulfill it, you're going to find somebody who will fulfill it, right? But I'm so sorry, guys. Aquarius, I love you guys so much. But my camera does cut off at 30 minutes. I'm poor, okay? My camera cuts off at 30 minutes. Can't afford anything else. So if you would like a deeper reading on this, most of your messages were intuitive, but if you would like a deeper message, you can definitely hit me up for like an email reading. They're $8.88, $8.88. Usually about 2 to 3 paragraphs. If you want a $10 reading, you can get a 1 question. Cool. And I have other packages as well. Also do same day if you need a precise answer, like ASAP. But anyways, guys, love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, be my friend, and I'll see you in May. Bye, guys.